Good morning. What is it that just ruins your day? I find the things that just ruin my day is anything that comes up and just frustrates me. And usually it's small, insignificant things. We have a lot more small things in our life than we have big issues. Those are few and far between. But having to wait in line, crowds, having to go to the doctor's office, having to go to work, and I hate to say it, maybe it's even church. I want to read to you a story, or the beginning of a story from Mark chapter 9, beginning in verse 17. This is a story where a man brought his son to Jesus to get the evil spirit cast out of it. A man in the crowd answered, "Teacher, I brought you my son, who is possessed by a spirit that has robbed him of speech. Whenever it seizes him, it throws him to the ground. He foams at the mouth, gnashes his teeth, and becomes rigid. I asked your disciples to drive out the spirit, but they could not." Listen to Jesus' response here. "O unbelieving generation," Jesus replied, "how long shall I stay with you? How long shall I put up with you? Bring me the boy." Jesus was frustrated then, but he was frustrated because of their lack of faith. I want to read you 5 short verses, all from the book of Matthew. They'll be familiar to you. "If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, will he not much more clothe you, you of little faith?" Matthew 8:26. He replied, "You of little faith, why are you so afraid?" Then he got up and rebuked the winds and the waves, and it was completely calm. Matthew 14:31. Immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "You of little faith," he said, "why did you doubt?" Matthew 16:8. Aware of their discussion, Jesus asked, "You of little faith, why are you talking among yourselves about having no bread?" Then Matthew 17, he replied, "Because you have so little faith. Truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you." When things come up that start to become big issues and really frustrate me, I try, and let me emphasize, I said I try to remind myself of 2 verses, or parts of 2 verses. One of them is, "O you of little faith." Second one is, and I consider it a trump card that I carry in my hip pocket, comes from 1 John chapter 4, second half of verse 4, and it says, "The one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world." Don't let things get impossible for us. Have faith. Trust the Lord. Be safe. Stay well out there.